We have some big problems if we go through that and we don't have what we need solved. I don't want to be dramatic here. This feels like a completely different bike. Let you hear it. Hardly any smoke on that, even on the come down. It's perfect.
You are watching the Iron Ridge Reserve YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Iron Ridge Reserve, guys. Happy you're here. This is where we start accelerating into 2026 with epic builds, and I'm so excited you're here. Thanks for stopping by. We are on the CR80 today. If you hadn't seen the first video, go to the channel, look at the first one, and look at this smoky beast, okay? We are here today to fix that, go down the list, and see what is the problem on this. So let's go to the whiteboard, show you what we're gonna do today, and then we'll break this down, get it on the bench, and hopefully clear out all the smoke. So here's the agenda. We're gonna clean the bike, but we're gonna do that afterwards once I get everything dialed in. We're gonna test the fuel. A lot of you guys said you thought it was a premix problem. Just to get that off the agenda in the comments, we will mix up a batch. You guys can watch a fresh premix. We're gonna rejet the carb with the specs from FMF because we have the full exhaust on here, and do a partial rebuild, a true partial rebuild. We have the kit here just to make sure the carburetor is dialed. Rule these two off the list. Now, we have some bigger problems if we go through that and we don't have what we need solved. That means we're gonna have to go check the crank seal, which I've already done once on this bike, so the audit had backed out, but always a possibility. So we'll check the crank seal if we've gone through this and we're still having excessive smoke, heat, excessive. I expected to smoke a little bit, but excessive. And then if still we're not having issues with the smoke, we will go and do the top end check on this. Worst case scenario, we have an issue with the cylinder or the rings are so worn down. It is a stock OEM headache rings, and we may need to upgrade those. And I always say, if something breaks, upgrade it. And so maybe we'll go with a Wiseco top end or something on this, just for fun, right? Why not? So if life gives you lemons, we'll make some lemonade. We'll see where we go from here. But we'll get started with 2 and 3, clean the bike up. Hopefully we're not in 4 to 5. But we have all the jetting specs here, so you'll see this is exactly what FMF provided to us here. They said we need a 122 main, a 52 pilot, needle in the 3rd position, and air fuel screw at 1.5 turns out. This is at sea level. I'm here in North Texas and we're only in a couple hundred feet of elevation, so it shouldn't vary too much, but keep in mind if you're, say, up way up in the mountains, you may have a different setting that you might need to be doing, okay? So let's dive in, start breaking this bike apart, and then hopefully get to a solution. This is 2 gallons, so for 1 gallon, it's 2.5 ounces for 50 to 1. We have 2 gallons, so we're gonna do 5 ounces. And this is what we have here, smokeless. We'll see about that. 5 ounces. We have our trusty shot glass, 1 ounce, 30 milliliter. Count them out here. Let's do it. We drained all the fuel from the tank, tipped it over, bone dry for the most part. We're gonna pull this carb out. It's really just 2 bolts right around both sides of the boot. These 2 strokes, plenty of space. It'll just pretty much pull right out. We already have the fuel undone, and we'll just be mindful of the throttle cable up here. Untwist that, pull it out, take it to the bench, rebuild it, rejet it, and hopefully we're set. If not, we're digging further. So we got the carb here. We're gonna disassemble this, go ahead and use our rebuild kit and also put the jetting in here with the specifications from FMF. We'll break it down. I'll take you with us. Pretty straightforward if you've never done it before. So let's get it on the bench, get it apart, and keep going.
As we got started in the carb, I went ahead and just used a drill. It's a little bit easier. If you are using a drill, be careful. You don't need to ugga-dugga any of these down. So just take it light and go slow. After we got the bowl off, we went ahead and removed the main jet and the pilot jet, and followed that off with removing the floats and everything else, holding that intact, just checking to make sure everything was looking good. And so far we're in good shape, but we're still going to go ahead and use a partial rebuild kit just to make sure we have everything proper and dialed in. Now we're on to putting the new jetting in from FMF with their specific specifications. Hopefully this will allow us to dial in any of the fueling issues that we're having, get everything just tidied up. Then we were on to removing the gaskets and the O-rings. Keep in mind, I would not recommend using a razor if you're planning to reuse the O-rings and their gaskets, as you might damage them or cut them. In this case, we're replacing them, so I knew we were set. And then now we were going to do the needle on this. So you'll see me checking the needle. Frankly, it was already on 3, so I went ahead and put it back in, and then it's time to reinstall the carb.
So we got these two done. Pretty simple. We actually had a 125 main and a 50 pilot, so we went down on the main and slightly larger on the pilot, I believe. We're already in the 3rd position, and we just turned it out to 1.5. So we should be set here. We're gonna put everything back, install it on the bike. I'll just start it up to get kind of a baseline idle, and then hopefully we'll clean it up, see how she runs. Hopefully that's fixed it. If not, on the next video, we're gonna need to dive into here and get into a little bit more action. But that's fun. We'll go ahead and do it if we need to. So on here first, just put a gallon in there in case for some reason we need to drain it. Fingers crossed. We're set. Even once I start it, I'll still let it clear out because there could still be some extra fuel or different things in the cylinder head or pulled up in the exhaust. So I'll give it some grace for the first couple minutes while we clear everything out. And hopefully we're set. If not, again, we're going to the top end or checking something else like the crank seals or some other seal. So we should have it already on the fuel screw, 1.5 turns out, and then we'll have to just get the air screw just right. But let's go ahead, see where we're at. And if not, we may need to take a quick sec on it. I'll give it a couple. Just get some fuel in it, see if it just drained everything.
One thing for a second just to sort out is I had the choke on, but it had warmed up so much so I didn't need to have it on anymore. So I ended up turning off the choke and then getting the air or the idle screw. I kept the fuel screw just where it's at, so it just took me a second to get that going before we get it all started up.
Idling pretty good just right off that. So again, it was 1.5 on the fuel screw, so 1.5 out on that. And when I was starting it a second ago, I was playing with the choke to see, it's hot now, it's 65 out here. It was 30 this morning when I started working. And we're only 1 whole turn out on the air screw. And it's idling pretty good. Not a lot of smoke, but it's just idle. We'll let it sit here and warm up, and then we'll do a rip around get everything dead temperature, and then check the idle, check how everything is going. So far, hard to say, but not a lot of smoke, which is to be expected at idle right now. I don't want to be dramatic here. This feels like a completely different bike. So just how much it was bogging down, it was just killing some of the low end power. When I took it around here, I had it in first, just babying it, just popping the wheelie up. So this bike is brought back to life. I don't think it was the premix causing that much bogging down. On this bike, we lowered the main jet a little bit and also turned down the fuel screw. So amongst that and maybe a little bit more premix, I doubt that, but maybe, it was getting way too much fuel. And now this thing is ripping. I'll start it up. It's not smoking at all. We're gonna clean it up. I'll show you that here in a second, but this thing is ripping. And so let's fire it up. I'll show you, no smoke. If you saw that previous video, it was smoking like a chimney. No smoke anymore, so let's see it. Just like that too, look at that. That start, one kick, very low two-stroke idle. It's perfect. Let you hear it. Hardly any smoke on that, even on the come down. It's perfect. All right, this bike is fun. It is alive again. Guys, blew my top off. So we're gonna get on the 450, get that rejetted after this. But thank you guys for watching. This is Iron Ridge Reserve. This bike is a ripper. We're gonna clean it up off camera because I'm having too much fun with this. I'm not gonna be able to get off of it. So thank you guys, keep forging on. And thank you again, every single one of you watching the video, watching the channel, liking, subscribing, hit that subscribe button. Peace out, keep forging on.